Shabbat Shalom. My name is Rabbi Kislowicz, and it's my pleasure to present you with the Dvar Torah for the Gush alumni on Parashat Re'eh. In Parashat Re'eh, we encounter a famous mitzvah, Ve'alachta bidrachav. We should follow in Hashem's ways. The Gemara in Masechet Sotah famously asks on this, but how indeed is this possible? Hashem eish ochlahu. How is it possible for a human to follow in the ways of God? And the Gemara answers again famously, what is meant here is mahu mevaker cholim, just as God visits the sick, afata baker cholim, so you too should visit the sick. Mahu menachem avelim, just as God comforts the bereaved, afata nachem avelim, so you too should comfort the mourners. Here, the Gemara is clearly teaching us that the mitzvah of following God actually means engaging in gemilut chasadim, engaging in acts of loving kindness, just as we see God himself, kiviyachol, engaging in these acts. The Rambam encapsulates and encodes this mitzvah in Hilchot Deot, Perek Aleph, Halachot Hey and Vav. And there the Rambam at first seems to just reiterate what the Gemara says. The mitzvah ve'alachta bidrachav, the Rambam says, so too here means acts of loving kindness. However, rather than quote the Gemara in Sotah, the Rambam, interestingly, picks a different source and quotes the Sifrei. There the Sifrei says, Ve'alachta b'drachav, mahu nikra chanun, afata heye chanun. Mahu nikra rachum, afata heye rachum. Just as God is called compassionate, so you too should be compassionate. Just as God is called kind, so you too should be kind. Rabbi Walter Wurzburger, Zichrono Livracha, raises a clear question on this Rambam. Why is it that the Rambam leaves the primary source of the Gemara and instead quotes the Sifrei? Why focus on this strange, subtle, yet clearly different formulation, moving from the Gemara Masechet Sotah's focus on actions to the Sifrei's focus on attributes, on being? This is all the more strange when we realize that the Rambam has the doctrine, is the progenitor of the doctrine of negative attributes, and does everything he can to prevent us from ascribing attributes to God. In fact, the Sifrei is sensitive to this because it doesn't say God is compassionate. Rather, Hashem nikra chanun, he's called compassionate. And yet, why still is this source preferable? Rabbi Wurzburger suggests that here what the Rambam is doing is taking a clear stance on what is called act versus agent morality. In act morality, our focus is primarily on the ma'aseh, what is being done. Bikur cholim, for example. Nichum avelim, as another example. And that is the focus of the Gemara in Masechet Sotah. The focus of the Sifrei, however, is on agent morality. Not simply to do compassionate things, but to become a compassionate person. Famously, the nafkamina here, the difference is what to do if you have $1,000 to give to tzedakah. Is it better to give the $1,000 tomorrow, or is it better to divide it up and give $10 a day for the next 100 days? Perhaps the benefit to the poor person would be greater if we gave them the $1,000 now. But the benefit to our own character, the development and refinement of our own attributes will be greater if we are margil, if we habituate ourselves to become givers, to become compassionate people. And so suggests Rabbi Wurzburger that the idea of agent morality is in fact central to the Rambam's conception of what it means to live a divine and to live a holy and a moral life. It is not merely enough to engage in compassionate actions. We must maintain the clear focus that our characters are produced, refined, and shaped by every action we take. And when we take actions, yes, the focus must be on the action itself, but the focus must also be on the impact that those actions have on our own selves, on our own characters. For if indeed we invest every ma'aseh, every act, with the dual significance of impacting the recipient and also impacting the giver, then we will become more and more complete and more musari, more and more moral givers as we go, and our impact on the world will be in kind, a more moral, just, and upright impact. Shabbat Shalom.